How many of you have been to Israel with Laurie? Yeah, a few of you? Yeah? Was it fun? Oh? Yeah? Was it fun? Yeah, it was good? Yeah, you enjoyed learning from Laurie? It's better to learn from me. Some of you might know the story. You go to a little village and there's two barber shops, two peluqueros. Only two. One guy is very handsome, very well coiffed, his hair. The other guy's a slob. And you come in there, which peluquero do you go to? The handsome one. No, you're wrong. You know why you don't go to the fellow that looks so good? He's cutting the other guy's hair. So you want to learn wisdom, do you want to go to the one that picked me or the one that picked Laurie? You want me? Yeah. I'm the one you want to learn from. All right. We're going to do tonight, there are 4 misconceptions. So there is an acronym. That is the first letter of each word spells something that you can remember it. Because when we teach, we'd like you to remember what you learned. So it's in English. The letters are Jack, P. Jack, P. J stands for judgment. Hope everybody knows what judgment is. It's one of the things that some of your friends didn't come here tonight. You know why they, oh, I don't like going there. Those people, the rabbi, they think we're not good people. Yeah? They judge us, right? They look down. Oh yeah, they look down. They look down on us. Oh, you're not a good person. Yeah, do you have people like that in Mexico? There are some, yeah? Some of them are religious? Some of them are very righteous and religious people. So, when I say a misconception, let's address it. Are there religious people like that? Yes. Are there people sitting on the chairs right here, right now that are like that? Yeah, we judge people too. We see mistakes in other people and we make judgments on them and say, I am better than you. You know that mistake that fellow made over there? I would never do that in my whole life. Did you ever hear someone say that? Did you ever say that? What he did, I would never do. And I believe you. You make different mistakes. Yeah? Everybody makes different ones. Okay, let me just give a simple example of how we judge people and how we can escape from it a little bit. Imagine, now we used to live in colder climates. We lived in Canada, a little bit a long way from Mexico City. Yeah? And in Canada it snows in Toronto pretty, in the winter, we get a nice amount of snow. So imagine, when you're talking about getting along with people, our Torah tells us a funny commandment. Can I share with you a mitzvah? There is a mitzvah not to trip, not to make them fall down, a blind person. Ciego. Yeah? How do you say ciego? Ciego. Ciego. So somebody's walking by, and you might think, oh, they're walking by, I'll stick out my leg, and they'll fall down, and that would be a funny joke, right? Oh no, the Torah says not to do that. I won't do that. Oh, big tzaddik, righteous person. You didn't trip a blind person. It doesn't mean that, but I'll get to it in a moment. So imagine you're standing by the doorway. You're leaving, you're going out of the house, I gave the example of putting on boots in Canada, but whatever, you're standing and you're putting on your shoes. You're pulling on shoes, about to go out the door. Okay, imagine. You're standing on one leg, you're pulling on your shoe. And as you're doing that, someone comes by from behind and they give you a zetz, a push. And you go into the wall. How do you feel? Not nice. Yeah? And you're going to turn around, and what are you going to do? And who's there? Hombre ciego. Now what do you do?
Shame.
Thank you, shame. I was judging this person, and I was angry at this person. Now I'm ashamed. You hear? You see, our Torah says that when a person doesn't see a mistake that they're making, the Torah itself in Hebrew, in Vayikra, says such a person in Hebrew is iver, ciego, blind. When you look at people that are making the same mistake all the time, you should look at them. Ciego, they don't know. Now you want to hear a really amazing thing? You too are like that. You have mistakes you make, and if I would ask people that know you, they go, she does it all the time. Well, didn't you tell him? We told him and he keeps doing it anyway. You hear? We all have mistakes like that. People are allowed to make mistakes. You don't hate them. They're not bad people. You want to hear something amazing? You're not better than them. You're not better than them. You make mistakes too. So our Torah tells us, don't judge other people. Don't say, I am better than them. We do it all the time. There's a misconception, oh, this is what religious people do. They look down on me. You are correct. People do make this mistaken judgment. But you make the same mistake. We look at other people whose mistakes are different than ours. And when we see they have a different mistake than ours, then we say, oh, I'm better than them. How many people really know you? Just a few, if that many. You know, even if you're young, your life is an 800-page novel already. Even you're in your early 20s, your life is an 800-page novel. Some of us might already be by 2,000 pages. And you look at people that know you, oh yeah, I know what that guy is like. I've dealt with him. I'll tell you all about him, what he's like. How long have they been reading the book? They picked it up on page 1153, and they were around till page 1160. They think they know you. Just like people don't know you. Let's all have a little bit of humility. We don't know them. Okay? Okay, so we said don't judge people. But there is a problem with this. What if you see a man, he's cheating in business, he's bad to people in personal relationships? Do you just say, oh, that's okay. It's okay to take money away from people. It's okay to be dishonest. Do we say that? No. So there's an expression, there's an expression in English, don't be so open-minded that your brains fall out. Yeah? There's a difference between judging people and judging values. Yes, judge values. No, don't judge people. There's a fella that he might be struggling in life, but you don't know what he went through. He might have gone through not just the hard childhood, but whatever the demons are, the difficulties that he faces in life, and he becomes maybe an ordinary person, maybe less than ordinary, but someone else that's been given all the advantages and all the good things in life, they have everything going well for them. So even though they look like such a superior person, they've really done much less in life. They're really not a greater person. So to summarize, judge values, but don't judge people. It's a misconception. We say that religious people, they look down on others. Let's have a little humility. We do it too. Each individual, we do it. It's a mistake. It's a human mistake people make. You can judge values. Integrity and honesty is good. Fraud, stealing is bad. But don't look at a particular person and say, this one is better, or this one is less. We don't really know in God's eyes. Only God is the keeper of all this. Judge values, don't judge people. Okay?
Okay, so the next one of Jack P. So Jack P is J-A-K-P. All right, so we did J, right? Can't judge another person. You can only judge actions. Only the Almighty is allowed to judge. Only He sees the whole book, right? We meet people in the middle. All right, so A. A is, it's not all or nothing. It's not all or nothing. We don't live any aspect of our life all or nothing. But sometimes we make the mistake and we look at Judaism, or Judaism is all or nothing. Either I'm this, either I'm religious or I'm not religious. Either I do this perfectly or I shouldn't do it, or I don't do it at all. We don't raise our children that way. Does everybody agree that you should never yell at your children? You should never raise your voice. Do we agree? You should never raise your voice with your kids? We don't agree? Oh, you really? Oh, in Mexico you yell at your children? That's the way, a little bit. But do you think it's good? No. If your mother yells at you, this is your mom's right here, don't listen. You think it's good when you were, did she ever raise her voice with you?
When I was wrong.
When you were wrong? Would you think did that feel good?
No, it doesn't feel good, that's why I changed.
That's why you changed. Ah, so you think it's a good thing?
Yeah, like sometimes we need it.
So raising your voice, when you're actually in parenting, you're allowed to pretend you're angry at your children, but you shouldn't discipline them when you're angry. You're allowed to pretend, right? You're calm, but you're pretending that you're angry. So probably when your mother yelled at you, she was pretending. But it got through to you, right? We're going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You were pretending. You were calm, all right? So really, you're allowed to pretend, but you're really not supposed to yell at your children. You're not supposed to. Should you yell at your spouse? Is that a good thing? Right. Do you agree you can yell at your wife?
She yells at me.
She yells at you. Okay. I'm starting to see how Mexico works here. Okay. So you shouldn't yell at your spouse. So the first time you raise your voice with your children, what do? You call up Jewish Family Services and you turn yourself in, okay? Right? You yell at your spouse. So what do? So you get divorced because no, you make a mistake. You get back, right? You learn from the mistake. You say you're sorry. You get back on track. It's not all or nothing. Your diet. Has anybody here ever been on a diet? Has anybody here ever not been on a diet? Okay. Right? So you're on a diet. So you're doing really great, right? First day, second day, and then you see there's something that this morning they had like all the vegetable things out. I love this thing with the hot sauce. I like it here. It's great. But they also had this like coconut jelly thing this morning too. So if you're on a diet, like you eat the vegetables, you also eat the coconut jelly thing. So you take a taste of the coconut jelly thing. So you're just like, oh, I might as well just eat the whole thing? No. It's not all or nothing. Okay, so I had a taste. All right, get back to the shredded carrots, and we're done.